talking about consciousness, being present, do you think this is possible with humanity moving from individual conversations throughout a social environment, as they evolve into a digital age where they're constantly communicating more on their phones or through digital devices versus having intimate conversations?
So, what I think is that the world consciousness always seeks to reveal itself to itself, and one of the basic natural places that consciousness always seeks is balance. So, the movement that one sees in consciousness is always towards balance. So, when you ask that question, probably a way to slice it and dice it is to say, rather than to say, gee, I think that the movement into um, digital communication is leaving something behind, which you and I would call presence and intimacy. Um, you could also say that we have to go through this because the digital way of communication is now so present that people are engaging in it as a custom and a conditioning, and that it likely is leaving something behind, but the process is going to have to recircle itself and find that missing and replace it some way. What's the way that it's going to replace it? I don't know. So the answer to your question is kind of yes. We probably are moving into a place where we're leaving something behind. No, that's very Pollyannish to believe that the digital delivery would include presence and intimacy. I don't think that's a very good bet to make. And what's going to replace it? Well, I don't know. I think that's probably up to you and I and people like us who might get that call in consciousness to actually engage in what is the missing and how do we now supply it to the new model.